In this screencast, I'm going to show you how to set up your Google Classroom. Google Classroom is similar to Moodle, where I can go ahead and send assignments to you or give you vital information for the class, except it's a little bit different because you can also collaborate with other students. To get into Google Classroom, you can simply just go ahead and Google Classroom. The actual website is classroom.google.com. And then when you get in, your screen is obviously going to look different because you're going to need to set it up. Your email is your first name dot last name at northport.k12.ny.us. With this email, just so you know, currently Northport doesn't have the ability for you to use email with this email. I know it's a little bit weird. Instead, it's just simply like a screen name or a login name. And then for your password, everyone's password is this: welcome to NPT, welcome to Northport. In terms of the class code, that's a code that I'll have to give you. Each period is a little bit different. So again, your email is first.last.northport.k12.ny.us, and your password is welcome to NPT. Then when you get into Google Classroom, it's going to ask you to create a new password. You can create that password, just make sure it's something that you remember. And then you need the class code, and that's when you enter the class code that I'll give you. You'll click Add Class, and then you're basically in. So your screen, again, is going to look different than mine, but let's just click on period 2, for instance. Everything in Google Classroom is reversed chronological order. The newest stuff is on top, the oldest stuff is on the bottom. So if you take a look right now, this is telling you that there's an assignment. It's labeled assignment number 1. It's a poetry check on the poem Fire and Ice by Robert Frost, and it's due February 8th. If you scroll up a little bit, you're going to see a document that I basically created to help you with the poetry check. If you want to use it, you can use it. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to use it. The very first thing you're going to do is click File, Make a Copy, OK. And what it does is it's going to take the poetry check practice from my Google Drive and put it in your Google Drive. Now that it's in your Google Drive, you can write on it, and the directions tell you use this document as a means to practice the poem Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. If you fill in the cell exactly correct, the background will turn green. So this is a tool. If you want to use it, you can use it. If you don't have to. So for instance, if you type in the title Fire and Ice, it turns green because it's correct. The author is Robert Frost. It turns correct and green. If, for instance, you type in, you thought it was by Emily Dickinson, it doesn't turn green. Right? So again, if you want to use this to help you memorize the poem, you can certainly do so, but you don't have to. It's not going to be graded that form. The next thing is you see this gallery walk that we did in class. It's a gallery walk on Queen Elizabeth I. You can go ahead and read the directions, but basically there are 4 images of Queen Elizabeth I, and students had to comment on 2 of the pictures and then reply to 2 other students' comments. The cool thing about this is I opened it up for all of my classes, periods 2, 5, and 8. So if you click in comments, you see people from period 2, you see people from period 5, and you see people from period 8. So it's like a big discussion between all of my classes in that sense. And the very last thing, and this is something you're actually turning in, is this Ambassador Letters assignment. With the Ambassador's Letters assignment, what you have to do is you read 2 letters, letter A and letter B. There are letters from the Ambassador of France and the Ambassador of Spain to their respective kings describing Queen Elizabeth I. And if you scroll down, you'll see this chart. You have to go ahead and fill in the chart to the best of your ability based on what these letters are saying. It's okay if you leave some of the boxes blank. Not everything can be completed based on the letters, but a lot of them can. When you're done with the assignment, on your screen, you'll have a little button right up here. It says Turn In. You click Turn In, and it gets digitally sent to me. So just so you can take a look, from my screen, what I see is that right now 17 people have it done. 8 people don't have it done. So for instance, Alex Gray is saying his is done. I could take a look at it, make sure he did it, and then I could give it a grade. And that's basically it in terms of Google Classroom.